Hey, what's going on, guys? Here with my friend Mike, who actually won our locals today with Burning Abyss. As I said in the opening video, defeating the Almighty Chicken Game in the last round to get the win, and also defeating me as well in some really awesome games as always. So go ahead and take it away, man.
Alright, well this is, my second or third profile you have.
I think second, yeah.
I'm always changing this up.
The third Burning Abyss and the second from yours.
Yeah. So first, obviously, there's the 3 of each of the original monsters.
Yeah, the OGs.
Yeah, they're always nice.
Pulled apart for there. Yeah.
It's not magic. The 3 of the monsters. I like this nice, got 4 in Skarms, super.
Yeah.
They were actually cheaper to get them shipped from Italy than they were America. So that was nice.
Yeah.
That was the first of my Italian collection of this.
Really nice.
So really no explanation needed for that. Everybody knows what they are so far.
Yep.
If you've played against BAs. After that, there's 2 Farfas. You know, always just coming in when you need it. All the search power, it's easy to get it when you do. So more than 2 is not really necessary since it's not giving you any plus as much as just your opponent's a minus.
That's easily recyclable too if you need to.
Absolutely. 2 Libics. These ones are also in Italian because, you know, it's from Dante written in Italy. I gotta do it.
Yeah, exactly.
These, I used to not play them until recently. I put the Mathematicians in. I just found it's really good to be able to, you know, dump that with math to be able to special summon another monster to get around the Mind Crush.
And it is really nice that your combo with Libic and Mathematician gives you a 1-card Dante, since Dante is a generic rank 3.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah, then also I realized I'm actually in game 2 against my buddy Smallville here.
Yep.
When I pitch Libic with Mathematician and, you know, somebody happens to put a flying C on the board, if I use him to summon Rubik, you know, I can still synchro into Virgil with that, so...
Yeah, because Virgil is also generic, as crazy as that sounds. It's 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuners. Really, that actually blew me away. For all the times that, like, I always knew that Dante was generic, but I did not know that Virgil was generic, and that really blew me away, but it happens.
It was a fun game changer.
Definitely.
Alright, so after that, 2 Rubiks. Again, same thing as the Farfa. I can get it when I need to. There's really no need for 3 with how recyclable it is and how easy it is to search with this deck.
Yeah.
After that, there's 1 Kagda, mainly for pitching a Fire Lake or the Travelers to the graveyard, so that way I can add it back with Dante. And then for the last of the BA monsters, there's Barbar, just to get that extra 900 burn damage whenever he goes to the grave.
Yeah.
Comes in handy quite a lot. Then for the non-BA monsters, I have the 1 Tour Guide. Everybody who's played against this knows what her utility is, so there's no need to go into that.
Beautiful ulti, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Dylan.
Yeah.
2 gold rare Mathematicians. I'm still salty about that.
Yeah.
I hate gold rares more than most of the other ones.
Yeah.
If it was common, I would prefer that, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. This is mainly good for, you know, as I said earlier, pitching the Libic to the grave. Or if I don't have anything in the hand, I can pitch a Skarm to search out a Tour Guide and go off of that next play.
And then potentially get a draw off it.
Right, and then if you effect Veiler it, I can still draw when he's destroyed by battle.
Yeah.
So he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad I actually added him in. Then for the last of the monsters, I run 3 Veilers. I just love effect negation, especially in this meta game. You know, you gotta negate the magical libraries. That always helps out a lot. Although I didn't see it during the chicken game matches.
You saw plenty against my Yusenjus, and they really put in work.
It really does slow down Yusenjus and other stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping those in for now.
Really, the only thing that Veiler's like dead against is Cleaforts. Everything else has a pretty decent matchup against.
Yeah, I mean, except for Ritual Beast Elder, it's good against all.
I mean, it can still stop a few other things in that deck.
Yeah.
Like the Canahawks.
But yeah, so keeping the effect Veilers in. Also, you know, it's a hand trap, so only Debunk and Soul Drain, Debunk and Mind Drain is going to be stopping that.
Yep.
And not many people side those anymore.
Yeah.
So after the monsters, I wasn't counting that. It's a quite big pile.
Yeah.
I run 3 spells, 1 Regeki for, blowing up the field for an OTK. Then 1 Galaxy Cyclone and 1 MST. Now a lot of people ask, well, why do you run 1 Galaxy Cyclone and 1 MST? Well, I mean, the chances that there's gonna have just one face-up card on me or something, it happens quite a lot, so I want to be able to just have that extra backup if this is dead in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that's good if somebody Fiendish chains something, I can just activate it in response.
Yeah.
So it's good. I like to have the extra utility. Just like how when BAs were still new, you wouldn't run 3 of the Cagnas and no Alex. You usually run 2 of one and 1 of the other, so that way if you happen to get one, you can still special summon the other one.
Right.
So then moving on to traps, I run 3 Fiend Griefings, again just to fill up my graveyard and do other stuff, stop your plays.
Yeah, between Fiend Griefing and Mathematician, it's basically Foolish Burial, but better.
Yeah. Yeah, you notice that I didn't run any Foolish in the spells like you see most people. But there's enough ways to dump stuff. I always felt Foolish was just a dead draw.
Yeah.
Or too slow, not opportune. After that, I have 3 breakthrough skills. Again, I love Effect Negation, especially when I can do it when it's already in the grave. Mm-hmm. So there's a potential of 9 negating effects.
Yeah.
Can't complain with that, eh? Then for the BA theme traps, I run 1 Fire Lake and 1 Travelers. Again, the Fire Lake is in Italian as well because I accidentally bid on that on eBay and it was too late then. I had to pay the invoice and I was like, I'm not going to complain. I got 1 more card in the collection.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see much of the Traveler in competitive play, but I figure if it's a dead draw 1 turn, then the next turn someone's going to blow up my field and load it up with 2 monsters at least, so I can just bring it back. So it's usually pretty nice.
Yep.
Every game I actually end up drawing into it, I usually end up using it to help me gain the advantage. Then for the discard traps, I run 2 Phoenix Wing Wind Blast and 1 Karma Cut in the main. Top decking any card, especially spells and traps in a chain, if they're continuous, always fun thing. And then if there's just a monster on board I really don't want someone to draw into, I'll just banish that and the rest in the grave. Really helpful against Shaddolls. If they have Construct or whatever, then they're not going to be bringing it back out with Falco.
Yep. Or getting the effect to recycle Shaddol spell or trap.
Exactly. And then finally I have the 3 last traps. There's 1 Vanity's Emptiness, 1 Skill Drain, and 1 Torrential.
What do you think of the Skill Drain deck?
I actually really enjoy it. I used to be weary of it, but then I realized, hey, what do I care? I have all this effect negation anyway. What's 1 more card?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, also, it's just good to... If I only have 1 effect veiler, I can't negate everything, whereas, if someone's trying to start a power play, I'll just shut down their whole board. Mm-hmm. And then I can always just go into Acid Golem with Skill Drain out in the field and not have to worry about anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, then the Torrential is just, people are always summoning. Heck, I'm always summoning. So I prefer that over Dark Hole because Dark Hole is just on my turn, whereas this I can do it in response. So,
yeah.
I'll summon a Seer and then respond with this to bring back a Virgil from the grave. Mm-hmm. I think it's nice, especially then if someone's trying to set up a big field presence, I can just blow it up on their turn.
Definitely. So a 40 card main deck?
Yes, that's the main deck right there. Then moving on to the extra deck, 3 Dantes. Sadly, 1's not first edition, this one here.
Oh.
I'm trying to exchange that eventually, though.
A struggle.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
2 Virgils. Again, it's a generic tuner, or synchro, so...
Yeah.
it comes in handy sometimes.
Using them flying C's for synchro summoning. So good.
Yep. Not going to see that play very often.
Yeah, great play. Great play for sure.
Then also we have the one Ghost Rig Alucard. You know, in case, I don't know if somebody has a Mirror Force or something set, I can protect myself, stay a little bit safe, even though I like to play on the aggressive, go all in, all out. You know, I'll take the blame if my whole field gets wiped out. No big deal. I usually have a Traveler set by then. After that, there's the Chronomaly Crystal Chronup. Just if I have to stall a bit, if someone's trying to attack over it, I'll make him not be destroyed by battle, then you'll be taking battle damage.
Yep.
So it's fun sometimes. People don't like him unless they have an easy out to it. There's Nightmare Shark for 2,000 direct attack, and then the extra 900 from Barbar.
Yep.
Always nice. What I've always wanted to do, but people seem to scoop whenever I'm in that position, I always want to get the Acid Golem out on the field so I can get that 3,000 direct attack, but one day it's going to happen.
Yeah, if you do Shark first, then Golem.
Yeah. Give it time. Hopefully when I come back from the regionals in October, if it doesn't happen, say it happened, but
Yeah.
it happened there.
Yeah.
After that, there's a wind-up Zen mains, just about to protect my field or blow up your problem stuff.
Yeah.
Haven't gone into it that much recently, but it still crops up here and there.
Still got good rogue matchups.
Then there's the Giga Brilliant. I might actually be taking that out soon for a second Acid Golem. I really don't need it anymore. I rarely find myself needing 300 extra attack when I could just go for the Acid Golem.
Yeah.
After that, there's an Equipped Engineer. Again, just to protect my field, keep myself alive one play longer. That'll seal me the game.
Yep.
If I have a Nightmare Shark on board or whatever, and I'm trying to get over Turbo Towers, it might help.
Its best application is actually gain around Valk when you're going to battle. Because you can switch the attacking monster to the defense position and they can't engage an attack of a defense position.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, I guess if I played against Necros recently, I probably would have seen that sooner.
Yeah.
Then also 2 downers, just to, if a Dante doesn't have materials, what's the point of a 1,000 attacker? So I can go over that.
Yeah.
Then also piercing damage is fun too, I heard.
Yeah, a lot of people also use it, like, even if Dante has one material, like, going into it when they expect to get Trish next turn, either Synchro Trish or Necroza Trish.
Yeah, then you'll still get your pluses from Dante, and he's going to go to the grave.
Exactly.
Or if somebody I know just has traps, I don't want them to banish it.
Yeah, definitely not.
Because losing all 3 Dantes in the grave is painful. And then finally, there's the Number F-Zero Utopic Future. I mean, some people say it's not good, but I mean, ever since I pulled it, I was all like, this looks amazing. I'm going to tech it anyway. And every time I've actually gone into it, it's been a game winner. I have no reason to take it out yet, unless somebody ends up chaining a skill drain in the battle phase.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like that too much. But it's going to stay in there for now until I find a reason to take it out.
Yep.
So that's my 15-card extra deck. Then moving on to the sideboard, I have 2 Majesty's Fiends just to prevent effects from going off, because, this can be a pain sometimes. And then 2 Spell Cancelers. I'm not sure how good those are going to be in this meta, because at least locally I haven't seen much Necros play, so I'm not sure how much there's going to be in the future without the Genlock and all that stuff.
Well, I mean, it's got the good Necros matchup, it's got the good Klee matchup, because they obviously can't play their pendulums or anything like that. And then if Chicken Game stays around for a little bit longer, it also just shuts that down completely.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're staying in for now, but if I ever have to take them out, I probably will.
Okay.
2 Lancias, mainly for the Ritual Beast matchup. That's always a bummer.
Yeah.
Also for the Necros matchup, especially when, in the standby phase, I'll be able to keep them from banishing their spells to be able to search, or just do it in response to a Trish.
Yep.
2 Maxis, because everybody loves to special summon except the Senjus, so why not be drawn off of that?
Yeah.
Then we have some traps. I have 2 mistakes. As soon as I have the money, I'm going to be trading these out for mistaken arrest. But I just spent $500 on a Magic deck and a lot more on Yu-Gi-Oh!
Wow.
So I don't have the $30 right yet, and I'm willing to waste.
I know
have
you can't go wrong with mistake though.
I have the money, but I don't want to use it.
Yeah, and I assume you want to go mistaken arrest just because it's not a floodgate that's hindering your Burning Abyss plays.
Right, that and also you can't MST to get out of it, and I really only need 1 play to stop you, and then also have a power play, so I think it's still good for now.
Yeah.
After that, I have 1 Solemn Warning in case, against Shaddoll or something, I can just stop the fusion right off the bat.
Stop Denko.
Denko especially, yeah. Then I have 1 Fairy Wind. Right now it's mainly for the Klee matchup, but I found out it also works against the Chicken game, so I might be keeping that in just for that. After Fairy Wind, I have 1 Ring of Destruction. Probably going to be taking this out as soon as I find something that might be better than that. Yeah, I don't know. I might be putting a 3rd Phoenix Wing Wind Blast or something, or maybe another MST in there instead of that.
Yeah.
I'll figure that out in due time.
Or even a Fairy Wind.
Yeah, Fairy Wind would be nice too. But I like to be able to also use stuff on my turn as well.
Yeah.
So, get around that macro. After that, I run 1 more Karma Cut. The main reason it's not in the main deck is because it's heavily damaged. I don't want to have that messing with me.
Yeah.
And then finally, I have 1 more Galaxy Cyclone, just in case there's a lot of spells and stuff I gotta be destroying. I'll always have that extra option.
Yep.
And that's my side deck. And then, just got tokens in case I ever need to keep track of something.
And to show off your YCS visit if the map didn't do that already.
Obviously.
Alright, so any last thoughts on your Burning Abyss deck?
Just play Necros instead. You don't need BAs.
I don't know, some people are trying to say that Burning Abyss are a little bit better right now, this format than Necros.
My future plans for the deck is -3 Graph, Seer, and Skarm, +2 Necros Kaleidoscope,
Yeah.
+2 Necros Unicore, +1 Trish. I'll build Necros eventually.
Yeah.
You don't need this.
Yeah, if you're not playing blue, you're not doing it right,
Exactly. Heck, even Gishkis.
Yeah,
They're close to Necros.
Yeah, so close.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just play Necros.
So in all seriousness, congratulations on the win today. Thank you for the deck profile as always. And then remember to like, comment, and subscribe. People watching at home. And I'll catch you guys next time.